This is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Across the Midwest, there are a few rain showers that are working their way from Wisconsin to Lake Michigan, but as they move onshore, they likely won't survive. Instead, we'll just have some clouds for it, and even those won't last for the entire day. It's also ahead of some warmer air. We're seeing high temperatures today. They're a big jump from what we had yesterday. It's not even the warmest weather of the forecast. We'll look at it in detail as 6 News This Morning continues.
WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News This Morning.
The day has finally arrived for the long-anticipated meeting between President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin. Good morning and happy Friday. We made it. Today is August 15th. I'm Megan Vaselli.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Kirk Montgomery. Thanks for being here. 6 News is here for you now with this morning's top stories.
President Trump will soon depart from the nation's capital to meet with the Russian leader in Alaska. He warned of severe consequences should Putin not agree to end the war with Ukraine.
Now, the White House has described today's sit-down as a listening session since Ukraine's president won't be there, though President Trump is pushing to include him in future talks. Torian Small has more now on what to expect.
In just a few hours, President Trump will come face-to-face with Russian President Vladimir Putin for a high-stakes summit in Alaska.
We're going to find out where everybody stands.
The president has said he expects the meeting to be a starting point to future talks that include Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, and he says he'll know within minutes if Putin is serious about ending Russia's war with Ukraine.
If it's a bad meeting, it'll end very quickly. And if it's a good meeting, we're going to end up getting peace in the pretty near future.
President Trump is expected to sit down with Putin one-on-one with only their interpreters present before their delegations join them. Zelensky traveled to Berlin and London this week to shore up support from allies ahead of the summit. In a virtual call with Trump on Wednesday, Zelensky and European leaders pressed the U.S. president to push for an immediate ceasefire, and they pledged to ramp up pressure on Russia if necessary. Zelensky said he also told the group that Putin is bluffing. Russia has stepped up its military assaults on Ukraine in recent weeks. Some protesters in Alaska say they're skeptical the summit will result in a breakthrough.
I think it's all for show and it won't lead to anything good.
If the meeting does go well, the two leaders are expected to hold a news conference afterwards. Torian Small, CBS News.
The Trump administration's efforts to eliminate diversity, equity, and inclusion programs in schools and colleges across the country are now blocked.
A federal judge struck down 2 memos the administration issued threatening funding cuts to schools, including Michigan State and U of M, if they continued DEI initiatives.
Now, in the ruling, the judge said that the Education Department violated the law with these directives. Now the department is ordered to scrap the guidance because it violates procedural requirements. The Trump administration started warning universities and schools to end DEI initiatives earlier this year or risk losing funding, calling those policies woke and discriminatory. Those directives were then challenged in a lawsuit by education and civil rights groups who argued the administration was violating the rights of schools.
This week marks 2.5 years since the mass shooting on Michigan State University's campus. And this morning, the Board of Trustees will vote on a memorial to honor the 3 students who lost their lives that night. If approved, the university will replace the current fountain at the old horticulture gardens with a new one surrounded by benches and plants. The university says construction costs are estimated to be $3.2 million, with $300,000 provided by the Spartan Strong Fund and the remaining from capital reserves.
The Owasso Police Department is asking for the public's help in identifying a suspect who they say was involved in an armed robbery. It happened early yesterday morning at the South Side Shell Food Mart that's located on East Corunna Avenue. Police say the suspect was masked, entered the store just around 2:15 in the morning, left on foot after robbing the store. Police say the suspect was wearing a shirt with Ultimate Challenge printed on the front, a camouflage hat, and camouflage pants. If you recognize anything about this person, you're asked to contact the Owasso Police Department.
Passengers planning to fly with Canada's largest airline might want to reconsider. That's because it already started canceling flights with a possible strike looming. The union representing around 10,000 Air Canada flight attendants issued a strike notice this week. It says if they don't reach a deal or see some government intervention, flight attendants will start striking tomorrow. This could impact upwards of 130,000 customers each day, with both sides remaining at an impasse.
The goal is not to strike or disrupt travel plans. Our goal is to be on board the airplane, but be fairly compensated while we're doing it. This is part of the process. It is unfortunate to the traveling public.
The union argues flight attendants aren't paid enough for the work they do before boarding, like safety checks and helping passengers. However, the company says its flight attendants are the best paid in the country and is offering a 38% wage increase over 4 years.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather on the Sixes, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
It's looking nice out on the Capitol camera. It's going to be a somewhat sunny day with some clouds moving in from time to time. At least it's not the fog that we had from a few days ago, though there are still some small pockets of it roaming around. It's an isolated chance that you'll deal with any dense fog this morning. The one sensor that's acted up is Charlotte's, and that's at a half-mile visibility. Remember, it's an open field, though, and that's typically what you're going to find this time of year, especially with so many mature plants in the fields. They release moisture, which then condenses in these cooler temperatures. We're seeing 59 in Charlotte, some 60s elsewhere, though, and these temperatures will all warm up quickly when the sun comes up. Now let's talk about mugginess. Whoop, seemed like I wanted to skip over it. Don't worry. The temperature and the dew point temperature maps look very similar. We actually have them still roughly the same, but low 60s, upper 50s, you take that to the conversion chart, it's comfortable out there. Not going to be that way this afternoon. It's going to be changing as that warmer air moves in, the humidity goes up. Mitzi might not enjoy going outside when it's in the upper 80s. So if you want to let your pets run around this morning, go ahead. Green paw for that. You aren't going to have any kind of stormy weather, but still it's good to let them not be as hot as this afternoon.
Yeah, because it's pretty comfortable right now. At least, right? It's not too bad.
Right.
Seems like a little bit of relief. Some people were probably able to sleep with the windows open last night. Turn the air down a little, but just gonna be
during the day, close the windows.
Right back up. Yeah. Crank
and
the
Mitzi
AC.
is very cute.
Yes. Just looking up at the camera like, I know I'm adorable.
Well, speaking of adorable, you will thank us later. Look at
look at those paws.
Potter Park Zoo has a new member.